Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred. So my wife and I managed to get to that Guardian status in this season 19. One of the best seasons I've played so far in Diablo. And in these short clips, I'm going to do a compilation video on my wife and I doing a little bit of Rift, 85 and 90, just a little bit of farming as well because we wanted to farm some of the, just level up some of the gems. And just talking about, we're going to talk about this season, what we've enjoyed so far, and what's next kind of thing. So now, we found that in the past, at this stage of the game, we want to level up the gems. So when we do that, we would empower the gems, empower the rift. But the problem with empowering rift is that it tends to get a bit costly when you go a higher rift. So you want to get quick to get the level up the gems as well. And we ended up doing a lot of low rift in the last season. It's great for gem leveling, don't get me wrong, because you get to minimum amount of cost as well as time investment. You can get a lot of gem being leveled up, but it's generally quite boring to be honest, because we found that it just there's not enough challenge, although the gems level up really fast. And it become a little bit ironic because you get more powerful, you got more amazing your character, but you end up doing a lot simple kind of easy kind of gameplay. So this season we are not going to do that. In fact, we are going to just level up our gems without empower feature, and we are going to do a little bit higher rift as well, probably somewhere like 85 to 90. Majority of the time we can survive through the entire rift. That would give us 4 chances to level up the gems rather than trying to do a low rift. And the more powerful you are, you end up doing a lot of low rift, and it's just not quite fun, not in my book. So we're going to do that, and for this season a little bit of change of that. Right now, this season is a season of eternal conflict. So for those who are not that familiar with it, you see the little meter below 365 and so on and so forth. I try to get some of these clips for you to see what happened when you get to a high rift as well. There are a lot of features come up, but I think the more importantly is the buff. So up to 1,000 stats, if you can get there, usually you get about 300 to 500, which is pretty decent. If you get to that kind of stat, if you get 1,000 stat, you got 50% movement speed increase as well as 100% damage increase. So I don't know how much of my Crusader is, I feel my Crusader is really powerful. By the way, these are all the angels from the, when you get 500 stats. Even with 500 stat, you get 50% damage buff. That's quite a fair bit. So I don't know in this season, is it really my Crusader that's powerful, or is it the buff that makes my Crusader really powerful? I think a little bit of both. So that buff is very, very nice, depending on whether you're lucky enough to chain up all the buff and hit with the boss or not. So, but beyond that, the season, this season of Eternal Conflict is one of the best one I've played so far of all the season in season themes in Diablo 3. I think the classic team have done really, really well. I think just to recap, what happened is that when you get I think 15 stacks, you see chickens running around kind of thing, angry chicken. 30 of them, you got Frost Nova, it frees up everything. It's quite nice. It synergizes quite well with my build when everything freezes on the screen. A little bit like the Land of the Dead of the Necromancer. And then 50 stacks, you see a corpse falling from the sky. 100 stat, you will see energy twister. That was pretty fantastic. I quite like it because you get to see a lot of effect from there. Then the Geyser is at 150. You don't really see it on the ground. Sometimes it's pretty dark and don't really know what it does. But it's just some of this feature. 200, as you can see, a lot of treasure falling from the sky. I don't know whether it does any damage or not. But if you were to play the normal rift or bounty, if you stand right underneath the treasure boxes, you get a lot of gold from there. Then 300 when you see the fire coming out from the character, like this one here is 300. Then 400 when you see a meteor, which is one of my favorite because you can see a lot of things falling from the sky, and I think they're rather powerful as well. Like this one here, it just AOE the entire screen. And then 500 is when the angel comes. Now the angel is a little bit disappointing because it doesn't really follow you too much. And I don't know how powerful it is. I think in the past when it does the PTR, the angel was very powerful until it can one-shot the guardian, and people complain about it, of course. You know, we all complain about things after all. So that nerfed up quite badly. But yeah, I mean, you know, and so 1000 you can spawn a mysterious kind of like a boss. I think I haven't really got the part yet. I suspect I need to some really good map or do a cow level that I may get 1000 with the nemesis kind of like brace. So yeah, I mean, you know, I think this season is really fun. The reward is really cool too. I'm not really into the unicorn, the horsey pet of the season 7, I think, but this little treasure globin there with the theme of the angel is really cute. You know, it's rather big as well. You can see him running around. I kind of like it. So yeah, I mean, I really like this season for some reason. And it's Christmas and a lot of snow on our portrait. Also pretty nice. Fit the whole season kind of like a theme to it. Christmas coming. So yeah, I enjoy it a lot. So now suffice to say, the one thing special about this. By the way, this GR90. One thing really good about this season is a new set. So for the Crusader is the Aegis of Valor, very fun. I haven't really played. I play Crusader, but I haven't really found a build that I really like. But this one though is really interesting. I think it's almost as good as my Witch Doctor, whereby timing is so important. So you know, you have to keep the champion up time, but you may need to sacrifice that with a little bit of other cooldown, like the Law, like the Shield Glaze if you need to, or Iron Skin if you think that you're getting hit like big time and so on. So it's a bit of trade-off, a lot of thinking, a lot of like props here and there, and you know, it really depends on how many mobs on in the map as well. It helps a lot in your cooldown reduction. So it's a lot of thinking behind it. You know, I kind of like it. It's almost like, yeah, like I said, the Witch Doctor, the J Harvester, which I also find it really fun as well. When it comes to all this like good timing. So if you time it well, yeah, I mean, you can really do like, you know, just now you see I stun the target, and after that just do the Heaven's Fury against it. Yeah, so it's a lot of this sort of fight that is a little bit of thinking behind it, not just smash the button and hope for the best. Because yeah, I mean, you can't really afford to keep everything on cooldown. You need to have the ring of the Oscillion Ring of the Zodiac to proc the champion as much as possible. Yeah, so that is that's one. Now, but if you take a look at the leaderboard from the season leaderboard itself, the Aegis of Valor, yes, is probably the most popular kind of like build up there, and it does really well. But I don't think it's overtuned, because if you take a look, Archon is also doing quite well as well. I think there's one guy with Archon build does it like within the top 5 position. So I wouldn't say that you know, this is too powerful. I think the tuning is just alright. I mean, you know, you introduce a new set, you don't want it to be pretty terrible that people don't like it. If I take a look at the monk as well, I think the Patterns of Justice is also doing pretty well. It's also quite, you know, in parallel with the Sanwoku as well. Those two are pretty well mixed. So I mean, I think they're doing a pretty good job in coming up with a new kind of like a set without making it too like powerful. But anyway, this is the end of the video, and I thank you for watching this kind of clips, and the you know, I will continue playing this game this season, of course, and I'll give you more news as I go by. All right, so I'll see you next time. Good luck with your season 19, and bye.